Hey guys, this is Gabor here. Today's video's subject would be let go. I was thinking what let go means. I had many times this suggestion that you should let those things go and not to worry about anymore. But have you ever tried anything to let go? What is this process all about? What are those thoughts really that are worthy to really let go? Or I was wondering where all those thoughts are actually going. Are those thoughts still with us, but somehow in a different area in the mind, and never any connection with ourselves anymore? Well, I don't know, but I've got few thoughts about it, and I would like to share with you today. So first of all, the most handy advice, probably number one, is how to let go. So, okay, whenever you guys about to let go something, what exactly needs to do in order that thoughts is really gone? Well, the presence is the solution, the now is the solution, or your focus is the solution. Basically, you have a focus. You can focus six different directions. Your sensations, like your eyes, ears, your smell, the touch, feeling, tasting, and also your focus can go to up to your mind. You can, for example, focusing like recalling a piece of music, for example, and you can spend a couple of seconds or even minutes or even longer period of time to actually paying attention to your recalling memory continuously without any interruption. So this is the key, your focus. You can break your focus and completely divert to another subject to focus in. Let me show you an example. For example, you are really feel resentment, for example, to, let's say, to your neighbor because she or he was quite unusually behavior that really hurt you, and you really want to let it go, but you just can't because it's always coming back to your mind, and it's just consuming your focus, your attention, your energy, and actually just kind of ruin your life. So what's actually to do? How to let this go? The key is the focus. Whenever your focus meet the thoughts which is just coming from to your mind and brings is just brought up, and your focus and this brought up resentment to your neighbor are actually meeting each other. This is where you listening it, where you paying attention for that, where you actually dealing with it. However, you can break this habit all the time. As I'm talking, as my mind, for example, is paying attention to looking right in the lens of this camera, for example, I can really break this process right now by, for example, I touch my left hand, and as I feel, I'm very, very highly likely tend to pay attention to this feeling, this skin perception which I'm feeling here. Or I can watch there, or I can taste something, for example, chewing gum or something, or any food. That's why the food is so wonderful thing. You can break and give some break to your mind, and you can divert your focus on something different. That's why the eating disorder comes kind of really handy. Whoever depressed, and this can break the focus, which is sucks, which is worth to let go. And if you know how to break this focus in the future, then you can really deal with how to let go whatever you want and whatever you think it was to let go. So this is the technique of let go as number one. Divert your focus, think of different thing, watch something different. Anytime, whenever something is brought back up, for example, 100 times today, or in the last hour, or in the last 5 minutes, still you can anytime divert your focus because it's free for you. You can freely divert your focus at any time. But anytime if you divert your focus, that also means that for that moment, whatever bothers you is being let go. It is no longer, as long as it disappears from your focus by diverting your focus on a different subject or direction, that one is gone. May come back, but for that moment it is gone. And this is the process how you can let go. Number two, is it really gone? Well, your focus is somewhere else, and this object which is actually bothering you, you think it was to let go, it is tend to go. The more you can divert freely your focus, this is more will be disappear and not bothering and start not bothering you anymore. Number three, do I need to worry about that which already has been let go? Is that maybe coming back? The truth is that it can go back, but it's quite highly unlikely that it will be back at any time because you just let it go. And by diverting your focus from there, this is losing its power and it's just shrinking and it's gonna be a small, so it's not gonna be any power really anymore to come back, and it's not gonna be bothering you at any time, any point in the near future. So you don't need to worry about that. Number four, have you ever wondered that things are worth to let go? Would you ever miss them? I know it's a silly question. Well, basically it was in my list and I'm just mentioning it. But you may be wondering about that. And no, you're never gonna miss them at all because you making efforts to let it go, and therefore you're never gonna miss it. If you start missing it, it will be back. Number five, you may wondering where actually things that were to go are actually going. I don't know. That's my simple answer. I don't know, but the fact is they are gone. And when it's really gone, you are not even able to divert back, not even focusing to the things on that quality when you had felt that it was worth to let go. It's never gonna be back on that quality at all, and because of this, it doesn't really matter where are they are not here. The only thing matters that if those things were still here, but if they are not here, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are, let's say, there. So this is an unknown place. It goes, those things go back to the unknown. So this is an unknown territory, which because of the nature of the unknown territory, it's unidentified that where are those things are actually gone. It doesn't really matter. Okay, as next I would like to talk about 5 more thoughts that I believe are really worth to let go. Okay, number one of the 5 thoughts that I believe they are worth to let go. Number one is whenever you have goals and also you've got thoughts that are actually holding you back to achieve your goals, those thoughts are certainly and definitely worth to let go. Number two, whenever you feel you should take responsibility, but you also feel you shouldn't, that those thoughts are also really worth to let go, because it is always better, no question. It is always better to take responsibility for things, and therefore all those thoughts that are holding you back actually also takes you back to achieving your goals. All the fears, number 3, all the fears that you have fearful thoughts that causing you fears. For example, I went through on 15 years of panic disorder, panic attacks, and I was totally full with fearful thoughts, and I was sweating to let them go. Eventually, I'm out now from the panic disorder. I did it myself to get out from the panic disorder. And I know very well all those fearful thoughts are really worth to let go. So if you can, let them go. Work on it. To confront things could help you to take responsibility. And also you've got thoughts that holds you back, that are holding you back to be confrontational, are very much worth to let go. So if you can, let them go, work on it, and face those things, be confrontational in order to achieve your goals via taking responsibility in life. And I've got the last thing on my list, which is to be perfect. There is a force, I know, there is a force within us that we'd like to do things to be really perfect. Any less, a tiny little less of perfect, very often means that the whole thing is not worth it to do it at all. Which is obviously not true, because if you're still doing it anyway, even though if you are not perfect, that means that you have already started and you are actually going step by step towards to your goals. Therefore, and thus, everything that holds you back, hoping that any tiny less of being perfect is not good, are thoughts that I strongly believe that are really worth to let go. So if you can, let them go. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you are new at this channel, please consider to subscribe. Press on the bell icon in order you can get notified at any time when I'm making a new videos, and you guys just let you know that I'm doing video every day, and therefore you can get my help almost every day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.